Story time with Ill. Alright, so this story go back to whenever I was in high school, my freshman year. And it was like any other day, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was at lunch, niggas was at the lunch table, you know what I'm saying, cracking jokes with each other, all the rest of that shit. And then I know where this nigga Chris, big gas. This nigga Chris that I used to be cool with, I don't know, like out of nowhere, we cracking jokes. Oh, da-da-da-da-da, yada yada yada. We cracking jokes, you know what I'm saying? Everybody passing jokes around the table. Now I'll never forget it. This nigga just looked up and was like, I'ma see you after school. So me being me, I'm thinking the nigga just playing around still. Like, alright, whatever nigga. I mean, I go to class, I get out of class, I link up with my man Kelvin. Shout out to my man. So we walking down the hall and somebody stopped and was like, yo, that nigga Chris running around talking about he gonna smack the shit out you. So me being me, I'm thinking like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm thinking it's still a joke. This is my man's. Like, why is he acting like this? So I'm not taking it serious still. I continue on, like we walking down the hallway. Somebody else stops me. Now this time, they like, this nigga bet me $15 he gonna smack the shit out you. I'm like, this might be valid. Like this nigga taking bets and shit. Like, alright, this shit might be serious. I'm searching for this nigga. I'm searching for this nigga all through the school. I don't see him the rest of the day, which is odd because normally I would see my whole neighborhood in school. You know what I'm saying? At certain periods, like I knew, like, alright, I'ma see this person at this time, so forth and so on. I just didn't see this nigga. It's time to go home. He ain't even get on the bus. I don't know how this nigga got home, but he didn't catch the bus. I know that. I caught the bus. I'm like, shit, if it's gonna go down, like shit, it's gonna go down. We get off, and this nigga Davon I used to be cool with. We go to the playground. We waited like 20 minutes. And from where the park was, his crib was right across. So I could see his crib. He don't come out the crib. He don't go in, he don't come out. This nigga's pussy. I'm not about to waste my time, this nigga's pussy. I caused it all. We about to just go have a good time. So niggas head over to shit front. It's litty. It's niggas out there chilling. We all just got out of school. Everybody having a good time chilling. I see my man Raheem. Shout out to my man Raheem. Funny ass nigga. I see this nigga. Like, yo, I got a basketball game to get to. I'm like, fuck it. I'll go with you. So we chill for a few more minutes. Then he like, alright, you ready to be out? Let's make it. We walking. Now another nigga named Chris. You had the tall, light-skinned Chris. And then you had the short, fat, black ass Chris. That's the nigga that came with us. We walking. Next thing I know, I hit, yo, there he go right there. Now all of a sudden, this nigga Raheem, he ain't in so much of a motherfucking rush. I'm like, this is my mans. Like, we was laughing over chocolate milk just a minute ago. Like, this can't be about to happen. I go talk to him. He had a Black and Mild in his hand. I remember like it was yesterday. And I didn't smoke nothing back then. I ain't smoke no weed, no none of that shit. So when he flicked that shit in my face, I took extra offense. I'm like, yo, bro. Flick. Then the nigga try to pop on me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, he been cool for years, my nigga. This wasn't some nigga I just met coming into school. I've known this nigga for a minute, son. That's the shit that fucked me up. So once he flicked the Black and Mild at me, I got to fucking this nigga up. So if y'all seen Friday, whenever Craig hit that nigga Debo with that last punch, like I gave that nigga one of them shits. Like, boom, boom, boom. Fucked him up a little bit, got up. Remind you, this nigga is a senior. I'm a freshman. He was a bitch, but he was tall. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get up. I hit that nigga when that nigga Craig hit that nigga Debo. Boom! I hit that nigga with one of them shits. We both fell out. That nigga still got up. So then, I kicked that nigga in his face. That's just not funny. But I kicked that nigga in his face, huh? And I kicked that nigga in his face because, my nigga, you threw a Black and Mild in my face. Like, I don't even smoke, my nigga. Shit, I ain't even want to smoke. You my mans. Why are we doing this? All in my head as I'm beating this nigga ass. Bang, 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 bang. Yo, bro, why are you making me do this, bro? Bang, 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 bang. Why are you bringing me to this? Bang, bang, your face don't hurt. That nigga just kept coming at me. He just kept coming. The nigga was bleeding, cuts. I fucked him up. This nigga was resilient. Kicked him in his face, slammed that nigga. I really whooped this nigga's ass. I had to, because it was like, yo, I'm a freshman. This is my chance to shine. The weirdest part, after the fight, we ain't talking no more. And it was awkward, because it was like, next day at school, in class, I'm like, that nigga better not try to fucking sit at my table tomorrow, B. Swear to God, if that nigga try to sit at my table tomorrow, B, I wasn't having that. I wasn't having that. You gave that up. You can no longer kick it with us. Take your big goofy ass somewhere over there, and you gotta find somewhere else to sit. You gotta find somebody else to try to accept you. Niggas ain't gonna accept you because number one, you tall and you stupid looking, and you just took an L to a freshman. Shout out to that nigga, man. Like, if that nigga see this video, I don't really remember much about the nigga. I remember his name was Chris. This was in Maple Crest in Baltimore, Maryland. Niggas know what I'm talking about because mad niggas was out there, B. Like I said, that funny ass nigga right here, that nigga was out there, man. That's my nigga though, man. Shout out to that nigga, man. Wait, moving forward. Days after, try to talk to me like we still could be cool. Listen, when you a nigga that I don't really fuck with, like I fucked with bro at the time, but I was young. Like I said, I was a freshman in high school. I didn't really know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I fuck with bro heavy. It's whatever. It was definitely a life-changing moment in my life. Primarily because, yeah, I beat that nigga's ass. I beat that nigga's ass, son. You could just imagine what that next day of school was like. He wasn't hiding them bruises and them lumps. Like, I fucked him up. There was no hiding that shit. And niggas is like, yo, what happened to your face? You gotta be like, yo, this freshman beat me the fuck up. Or you could lie, but you already know. When you got niggas like that around, the whole school already knew before the next day of school even came. You know? So. It is what it is, man.